Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Michelle and Leslie and Kim. How are you lovely ladies today?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome in.
Good to see you all.
Yes, it is.
Very good to see you.
We'll wait for a few more. Squirrel Raid says Dinky. Morning, Dinky. How are you
Good
going?
morning, DK and Sarah. How are you lovely ladies?
Hey.
And why is that doing that to me again?
I'll wait for more people, and I'll tell you.
Hello, Lori.
Yep.
Hey.
Hello, Laurie. Yep. Kim G. Froggy, Maureen. Yep.
It's good to see you guys. We're going to
It
wait for
is.
people.
Yep.
It is so good to see you guys.
Hi, Julie. And Sarah.
Hello, Julie. How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing pretty good, Sarah. Thank you for asking.
I'm fantastic.
I'm just tired, but that's okay. I'll get through it.
There's Erica. Hello, sweetheart. How
Erica.
are you?
Hey. Oh.
DK saying a lovely
Heidi. Did I see
Oh,
Heidi?
thank
Yes,
you.
I did see Heidi. Hello, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
Hello, Heidi, sweetie.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it, Julie. She says she's feeling tired, but better. That's good.
Good.
And Sherry.
There's Sherry K. How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, everyone's rolling in.
Well, I'm going to take a break from reading the chat. Love you guys, but it's making my eyes give me a headache. Trying to focus. So Maureen and Sam are going to read the chat for me, which is I truly appreciate. So in order for me not to be having such a hard time with the blurriness, they're going to read chat for me.
Hello, Laura.
Hello, Laura, sweetheart, and hello.
DIY me and Mom.
Okay.
Hey. It's good to see you.
Do you have a name that we can call you, or do you want us to call you DIY? Let us know what you're more comfortable with.
How you doing, sweetie?
Hey.
Hi, Amy.
It's good to see everyone.
It is. It is really good to see everyone. Yeah, I think, Froggy just needs a break and she'll be fine. She will.
Yeah. Afternoon, Martha. How you doing, sweetie?
Well, thank you to whoever said something.
Dinky. We've got to tell her. That was Dinky. She says she hopes she'll feel better soon.
Oh, thank you, Dinky. I'll be fine. I'm going to go back to the eye doctor and see if what's going on.
Yeah.
Lori says she's doing okay today.
That's good. Everyone's doing well. Laura says, hope you feel better soon, Froggy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, it's great. Everyone's welcoming everyone in and saying hello and all chit-chatting with everybody, which is great to see. I love it when everyone sort of welcomes each other in and, checks on each other. It's wonderful to see. Yep. Oh, there's our Granny D.
How are you, sweetheart?
Hey, my sweet Granny D.
And Tammy.
Love when you send the raiders over. This is for Granny D.
Yes, ma'am. And I think that's Treva.
Yeah, I was going to say Trev. So yeah, Treva sounds better.
Okay, yeah, Trev.
Oh, yeah.
And hello, Tammy. How are you doing, sweetie?
Yeah.
So I'm not sick. It's just I'm having difficulty with my eyes.
Yeah.
I am legally blind. I'm just having a lot of blurriness.
Yeah, in the peripheral. And peripheral is the only vision, Jen has. So and that's blurry. So it's really limiting her. So we thought, no, take a break. And hopefully she takes a break from reading. The vision will improve. And I don't think we'll get it back. Well, maybe not. Maybe because then it might just make it go bad again. We'll see. We'll play around and see.
Happens. So I'm just taking a break. They're going to read chat for me.
Yep. And she'll be fine. And she will be fine.
I will be good.
Martha says, okay, but still hopes it gets better soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
We all do. We all care about our Froggy. and we all want her to be well.
Yes, I'm very excited for today.
Yeah.
Today we are gonna hopefully get all our eggs in one basket.
Yep. And we're gonna do the giveaway. I've got the
Yes.
wheels set up. We're gonna do the giveaway for the subscribers blanket, but we've
So
also got,
and I hope you stick around until the end of the video for that.
Yeah. And
Martha
so show them
says
what we're
that her
making.
mother-in-law was legally blind too, so
I know how
you have an idea what you're going through.
Tammy, no, it's not a cataract issue.
I did have cataract surgery.
Yeah.
But that doesn't correct my blindness. I have macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy.
Yeah.
I have no central vision.
Yeah.
I only see
macular degeneration, or MD, is literally you get black spots in the center. It starts off with your vision. You get black spots in the center of your vision. And then the black spots just get bigger and bigger until it's just like one big black spot. And no matter of changing cataracts or anything is going to change anything. So,
so I have big black splotches in the middle of my vision.
So that's why she's always looking at an angle. That's why Froggy doesn't look at the camera the same way Maureen and I do. She's turned to the side because she needs to be able to see the TV. She's got a huge TV screen, and that's how she sees. So, yeah.
There's a reason I sit sideways. Because that's how I see the chat.
And yes, Trav, Granny D streaming is awesome.
Yes, it is.
We were just discussing that.
Sweetheart.
Oh, man, she had some beautiful yarn on there.
Yeah. We were talking about that just, as she was doing the show, and Jen was going, oh, my God, I love that yarn. Look at that yarn she's showing now.
It was so sweet of DJ to send her an early birthday present.
Ooh.
I love that. I was all over that yarn. I said, I'm going to go visit Granny D and go through her yarn stash.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, she did. We thought, it's not the normal stuff. I mean, it's just a huge, and we reckon she should, what's the word? What did you say? Copyright the RDAF, because to take that health, like recommendation, RDAF, and apply it to yarn, genius. I love it.
That's why I think she should copyright it.
Yeah, brilliant. I'm going to show them what we're going to make today. I actually ate the eggs, so I've got plastic eggs.
Brilliant. There we go.
And so, so what we've got is a little egg basket. And now I've got many uses or ideas for this. I thought you can use it to, put your Easter eggs in, give it to a child to collect Easter eggs in at Easter. Go into the garden and do that. Or real eggs. If you have chickens, you can take this down. You can put your real eggs in, and they're not going to bang against each other as you are collecting them and bring them back to the house. Then I even thought, well, snacks. You could put this on the middle of the dining room table after, or on the coffee table while you're watching TV. You could put chocolates and, M&Ms and, well, M&Ms. Yeah, M&Ms. Or Smarties or any, toffees, nuts, whatever you wanted in there. So that's what we're going to, I'm going to show you today. And I'm working on another style of this. So keep an eye out for that. That will come out just as a pattern. There is no sort of actual pattern for this, but the other pattern that I'm doing will be the same as this, basically.
Okay.
So, So I don't know whether...
Everyone's saying Kim basket,
oh, did
nice
they?
basket, versatile. Julie said, that's awesome, Kim said.
I'm so glad everyone... I almost didn't do it. And because I said to Jen, I said, I can't come up with... I said, I'm started making this stupid thing. And she goes, I love it. And I'm like, oh, really? And because I started making this stupid thing, and I don't think I'm going to finish it, though. And she's going, no, you've got to finish it.
Yeah. And exactly, Leslie, exactly. A notions holder.
Notions holder. Yeah,
notions holder.
exactly.
In the bathroom for like your cotton balls, your Q-tips, your bobby pins, whatever other things you need
Stitch
in the bathroom.
markers, your row counters. In the bathroom, kitchen table, you could sort of put,
Napkins,
if you make them taller, you can put your plastic cutlery
plastic
in.
forks.
If
I
you make them
love it.
wider, you could put your sauces in. Yeah, a whole
It's
lot
really
of
It's going to be a very versatile pattern.
yeah,
Your
Yes.
it
brain
will
is
be.
going to start thinking of all different ways you can use it. I promise you.
We
Yeah,
love it.
and Maureen, she was the one. I've got to give kudos to her. When she saw that, she said, "Sam, I've got so many things you could do with it, things I hadn't considered." And I was like,
Yep.
"Yeah, okay, I'll do a pattern," because I hadn't done a pattern for this. I thought I'll do a pattern.
Yep.
So yeah, that is coming up. But yeah.
Yeah.
So what is time? Shall we start?
So you all want to see how to do it?
Let's get her going.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Are we? Who's doing it? Me? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Hang on. Here we go.
There we go. We'll make it. There it is.
There it is. Okay, so I've used a 3.5mm hook, which was an E, I think, and an 8-ply cotton, 100% cotton. Now this here is a hair roller.
What is 8-ply? DK weight?
Sorry, 3-weight. Yep, 3-weight or
DK weight.
Yeah. So these rollers are really good for amigurumi. You can put them in, and they will stiffen your legs, and they make the legs bendable. You can position them and that sort of thing. And that's what I've actually used as my handle. I've covered it.
You can get these on Amazon. You can get them at the dollar store, Dollar General. They're real easy to get, and they're not expensive.
No, they are not. And they come with rubber coating or foam. Now, even though the ends of this one are really well secured and protected, I still probably wouldn't put this in a toy I was giving to a child, just because I would be fearful that, the wire would come loose and poke the child in the face or something stupid. But even without the wire, it's going to give a lot of stiffness to your, neck of your amigurumi, especially when you use the wider ones and that sort of thing. All right, so we start off with a slip knot, and I put 6 single crochets in my magic ring, and pull. Well, I measured it. Yeah, I measured it. Just measure it up against. I think I did 5 or 6. I can't remember now. I think I ended up doing 6. Just to make sure it's actually going to go around the curler that you're using. Now, for the base, I did not do a spiral. I actually went slip stitched into the first stitch and started it like a new row with a chain, and then did I do a spiral there?
No.
That looked like a spiral. Okay, I thought it was a spiral.
No, you did do a spiral.
I did?
No, you did not.
No, I did not. Thank you, Maureen. It might, maybe my eyes need a break too. And then of course you do 2 single crochets into each stitch all the way around. It's a good idea to keep counting if you need to. Did I do 2 stitches? Oh, no, I did 1, sorry. I'm not doing 2 stitches. I'm not doing a flat circle. I'm thinking I was doing the base. I am working in a spiral.
Okay.
Ah, dear. Yeah, I'm working in a spiral. I'm putting 1 single crochet into each stitch because I want to cover my rod. Now, once you get a certain amount, like 1.5 inches or a couple of centimeters, you want to put it over the rod that you're using. And the reason you're going to do this is because the rod is rubber and the material is cotton, and trying to actually shove that in after you've made the full length is a nightmare. So, yeah, and then you just keep working in a spiral around the rod, just picking up the next stitch. and this will cover your hair curler. If you have any questions, please ask away at any point. And in a minute, I will be back, and you will be able to see the end bit. But yeah, it's a bit difficult when you first start working around like this, but it does get a little bit easier. I think I must have loosened my tension a little bit. Oh, there you go. DK Jen has said that she does that for cat's tails. Yeah, and there we are with the finished one. And as you can see, I just pulled it closed at the ends to secure it all in there. And it's, perfect handle for anything. And of course, you can make it a really wide handle if you want to make a really wide single basket, or if you want to make a, whatever. It's gonna be versatile. You can see the color through this one, but because the color of my cotton is the same, it doesn't really matter. In another project, I use a thicker cotton. I use a 10 ply, which is a 4-weight, and a 4.5 millimeter hook, which was an G plus. And it covers the color of the rod. You can't see the color of the rod. It covers the rod much, much better.
One suggestion I would make there is, you can now get colored tape. And if you knew the color of the yarn you were going to use, you could wrap that pink,
yes,
in a colored tape that would be complementary to the yarn that you're going to use.
Brilliant. I mean, I know Jen got like really a rainbow of different colors.
Yes, she
did. So, there are different colors available. That's a brilliant idea though, Maureen. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, you could cover it easily. Now I'm working in a round. I'm putting 6 single crochet in a magic ring. Now you're going to make 7 of these little cups. So you just start off with, as I say, it's just like you would start off any normal amigurumi. If you make amigurumi, you're just going to make 6 in the center, join it, and then we're going to do a chain 1, and we are going to put 2. There's row 1, and then we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch. All right, it was Mrs. C. Granny D says Mrs. C was using the roller curler for the cat's tail. She was crocheting the other day. Oh, well, there you go. I hadn't seen that. Good to know. Yes, I mean, they would be very, very useful for amigurumi. With no doubt about it, that, adding stiffness and shape and everything else.
Well, it also gives the ability to pose them if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of before. Thank you, Maureen. Posability. Yeah, you can pose your dolls, and kids love that. I mean, like I say, I wouldn't necessarily put wire in them for young kids, but kids who aren't going to try and pull it apart, yeah, you could probably, little girls would love a doll that they can pose and everything. So that's just round 2. Another single crochet, and if you know how to do a flat circle, you know that it's now going to be 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 in the next. Now what I've actually done here is I'm not alternating it. And when I say that, I'm not alternating my start between doing the increase first and then the single crochets first. I'm always going to be doing my single crochets first. And then in that way, my increase is always going to be in the previous row's increase. This does cause it to become a bit of a hexagon, but that's fine because once you do your walls, once you come up the sides, it's not a hexagon anymore. You can't really tell. And in that way, you can also, you know when you've made a mistake, because if you're doing a single crochet and it's an increase, you're doing a single crochet in, you should be doing 2 in that increase. So, yep. And I think at this point, I hopefully soon stop showing the whole round. And we just keep working around. So what I do, I think I do a total of 6 rows as the base. Once again, if you want to make tall, skinny, you know, columns for, I don't know, rulers or things like that, or knitting needles, then you could make, you know, make them small, you know, the width of the base less. Or if you wanted to make a bigger basket, you could just continue and just make it wider. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake there, so I had to unravel it because I wasn't doing an increase in my increase. And you will always finish each round with an increase. So you're always starting each round, in this case, with your single crochets, and you're finishing with an increase. And I'm just quickly counting to make sure I've got, I think it's 18 stitches. Yes. Okay.
So we started with 6 in the first round, and we doubled in the second round. This single crochet, double crochet, increase pattern gives us 18.
Yep. And it will increase by 6 stitches each time, because you will have 6 increases each round.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea what I'm saying there. Because what I actually did when I filmed this, I was doing the actual tutorial. Now, for those of you who find this a little bit too confusing to follow, tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, I am bringing out the actual full version. It's a little bit longer, where I'm speaking. So if you need sort of more guidance, there's that video. I think it's coming out tomorrow. So you can, you know, back to working on a fluorescent bunny. So I'll be listening. A friend of mine was in the hospital, home now, but didn't get the help he expected. I'm sorry to hear that, Leslie.
Oh, Leslie, I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I love the idea of fluorescent bunny. You'd like to share that with us when you've done it. You know, put it in TFF Facebook group so we can all see it.
Yes.
And that link for the Facebook group is dropping periodically. So, and I do stop eventually showing every round. I know I do. He likes odd items, says Leslie. Well, that's good. Yeah. But yeah, glow in the dark bunny. You should do a little bit of it with maybe some glow in the dark yarn, and then that way, you know, it has something. I don't know what you could write, or what if you could put a number or something on it hidden on the body of the bunny, and then that way when he turns his light off, it would glow, and it might be a little message, like a little heart. That would be cool, a little heart shape or something that glows when he turns his light off. Okay, how many rounds have I done? Oh, there you go.
4.
4. 2 more to go. Please, Sam, don't show the whole lot. I can't remember if I did or not. I really can't. But they are getting longer, the rounds. Now we're starting off with 2, 3 single crochet, I think. And then 2 in the next.
Oh, Kim, will you drive safely, sweetheart? Yep. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yep. And good luck with the draw that will be coming up. And Kim is on the wheel. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And we are at the beginning. Slip stitching. Now we just have the 1 round to go. And this one is 4. Yeah. 4 single crochet and then an increase. And then you just repeat that all the way around. Yeah, I'm just explaining there. I think that because we're on the 6th, you will always know how many single crochet to put between your increases. If you're on round 6, you take away the first 2 rows, so it's 6 minus 2, because the first 2 rounds don't have any single crochets in them as such, and that's 4, and then you know you've got 4 single crochet between your increases, and that works whether you start with 8 single crochet in the center, 10, 12, it doesn't really matter. It will always be the number, the row number you are on minus 2 is the number of single crochets you need between your increases. And I'm not slip stitching this time. What I start now is working in a spiral. So now I'm going to work in the spiral. I'm just going to do 4 stitches to start off with, and then I'm going to put a stitch marker in just to mark the beginning of the round. So I put the stitch mark, where it goes in is the first stitch of the spiral. And that's just so I can find the first stitch, and I know, of course, also I can count my rows going up from that. So this is row 1, and we're going to do, I did 7 rounds, or 7, spirals. I went around 7 times. And I always counted above the stitch marker. And I couldn't get in that hole. Yeah. Yep, I'm going to go all the way around with just single crochets until we get to the end. And I think I try and do a little bit of magic here, which doesn't work out very well. Here we go. And 7. And I follow that line up. So I've only got a couple more to do. And when I'm finishing off here, I do, I finish the spiral to the end, and then I just do a slip stitch into the next single crochet and fasten off. But you don't have to be 100% accurate here either. It's not going to make a bit of difference if you make a little, go 2 stitches over or under or whatever. It's not going to be a huge deal. So I fasten that off. I can remove my stitch marker and sew away my ends. So now I'm going to make another 6 with all these colors. Yep, and there's my attempt at magic. Woof, boom, done. I need to actually pause the camera, I think, when I'm doing that. But yeah, so, these are all just, this Vera
Hello,
Moda.
Joy Crochet. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, hello. I'm well, thank you, Joy. I hope you are too. Welcome in. Okay, now I'm going to bring the handle in, and I'm only going to put the handle, I'm going to join the handle. Now, this can be a little bit tricky, I found. The first part is, not so tricky, but you want to make sure that you've got your basket sort of sitting flat on the table and your the arm sort of up against it flat. And I'm just going to sew around it, and I'm going to show you how I just sewed around the basket handle, working from inside the basket, and I'm hiding the stitch, the join underneath the crochet, so you're not really going to see the crochet on the join on the handle. So it's just a matter of getting that lined up. So I go through, I let it go over 1 stitch on the outside before I go back in underneath on the other, to behind again, and then flip it over and tie a knot. See, I'm just making sure that the height is good. Now, again, if you want a taller handle, you could lift this up, you know, to be higher up on the basket where you put the handle. Yeah, it really just depends. Once I've done that, I can turn my basket inside out and tie it very securely. I always like to go, when I do a knot, I always like to go over twice, and that gives it a nice secure knot.
Hello,
Hello,
baby. How are you doing, sweetie?
Good to
Hey.
see you.
And Joy says she's enjoying a good old Minnesota blizzard.
Nice.
It seems
Stay
that
warm.
seems like late. A blizzard in March, is that normal?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what she said. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I've secured that, and I think I just, you know, I just continue like that. I might skip to the end, but yeah. So you get the idea. You're just sort of basically working from inside the blanket, in basket, pushing through, and then just sort of, yeah, securing it that way. And I'm using obviously the same color, so it's not going to stand out.
Yeah, she says March and April are pretty normal for having blizzards.
Oh, wow. I think I would enjoy that if I didn't have to go anywhere. Oh. And there I am at the bottom. I just skipped ahead. Yep. I'm at the bottom, and I'm going to flip that around again inside out and secure it, and sew away my ends. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. Just had Panda Express celebrate my birthday. Oh,
well,
nice.
happy birthday, baby.
Yeah. Did he do a panda dance? Did you get a panda dance, BB? Oh,
Nice.
I hope you did.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Now you could hot glue this, I guess, if you wanted. If you did, you know, I don't know how secure that would work with cotton. I'm not very informed, shall we say, about hot glue. I'm not quite sure how well it works. But you might be able to hot glue.
Joy said, yeah, exactly. I made a big pot of sausage corn chowder and just laying around. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
That sounds
yum.
Nice.
And she says, I hope everyone is staying safe on the snowstorm path. Okay, so here I am back here, and I'm just showing you with the heights. I'm making sure that the height is the same, and I'm putting a stitch marker there so I don't, because the first time I did it, it was really wonky. So I had to unstitch it, and I thought, Sam, you need to put a stitch marker in there so you don't, you know, it doesn't move.
Right.
Okay, so I've secured both sides of the handle, and now what I'm doing is prepping for actually crocheting on all the baskets. So, and you really got to think sixes here. We started off with 6 crochet, single crochet. So that means we've got 36, which is divisible by 6. So we're going to count 6. We're going to join 6 stitches of each side of each blanket to the middle basket. Blanket. I keep saying blanket. I mean basket. Cup. Yes. Yeah. So now, but because you've got the handle there, you might be out by 1. So I think sometimes some of the joins were only 5 stitches. But that's okay. So, but once again, just so I didn't make an error, I would count 1, 2, 3, count 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Yep, and put a stitch marker in. And then in this way, I added all the little cups, so they were in, you know, nice and secure, and I could just crochet. once again, you could probably add more cups around if you wanted, but they would be, you would have less stitches holding them on the cups onto the center one. Okay, and then I should have 6 left, but I don't. I have 7, so I had to add one to the other. Yep, here we go. Adding one to this. Now I've got 6. Yep. And that's for the middle one on that side. And I love this Motivera cotton. It is so soft. It is so easy and comfortable to work with. At the moment, I'm working with a much, I'd say, it's not coarse. I mean, it's not really coarse, but it's not as soft as this. And it's a little bit harder on the hands. But yeah. So I've got to count 6 stitches on the cup, and then 6 stitches on the middle basket, and there we go. So that's one side, and I do exactly the same for the other side.
Awesome.
And that should be jumping ahead in a second. Oh, thank you, Joy. She says that's adorable. Thank you, Billy. Yeah, I love the bright colors. I really enjoyed working, with all the bright sort of colors. These were sets for handbags to make little bags. So you only, you had to make granny squares with the yarn. So they only gave you little tiny skeins. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using these bright colors. Very, very festive and springy and Eastery. Okay, so here we go. I got all my. Oh, Michael. Hugs.
Hello, Michael, sweetie. How are you doing?
Oh, what are you cooking for dinner, Michael?
That's what I want to
know. So now, or I can just go ahead and crochet, single crochet. I'm using green because I just thought that would look a little bit like leaves to a petal. That it almost looks like a flower to me at this stage. I thought it looked like a flower. So if I add a bit of green, it might look like a leaf, or a stem joining all the petals or something. So it's just a matter of doing a single crochet in 6 on this one, and then moving to the next one and doing 6 single crochet. Sometimes you might have to do 5 because of the handle being in the way. It takes up a stitch. But you just play it a little bit by ear in that sense. And I don't enjoy sewing. So for me, crocheting things together like this, it was so much easier than it would have been, I think, if I had to sew. And less ends. And then you can just remove your stitch markers as you come to them. So next to the next cup, and we keep going.
That was weird.
And all the way around. I'm going to show you what I did around the handle, because it was slightly different. Once I got to the handle, I then just did 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, just to give a bit of width to go around the handle. I put my hook into the 3rd stitch. I turn it around, I skip 2 stitches, and then I get my hook and I put it into the 3rd stitch. And that just gives me, a little bit of space for the handle to fit. And I just join those 2 together again with a single crochet. And then, of course, on the other side of the handle, I've got to once again do 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and that's not joining anything. And then just keep working around.
How many of you are going to make this basket?
Me.
Oh, I'm definitely making it.
It's It looks fiddly, but honestly, if you use your stitch markers well, you know, you don't have to constantly be thinking, oh, okay, and counting stitches, you know. You can just, you know, and crocheting around just makes it so much easier. So I hope you all give it a try. I do
I
hope
think
you all
it's
give it a
great.
try.
I love it.
And I'm back at the beginning, and around this the second handle, doing my 2 single crochet.
I absolutely love it. Oh, Jen's gonna do it for school, and I'm trying not to read
Ooh,
the chat. Sorry.
yeah,
Exactly,
don't read it.
Jen. I could, if I'd have had this, I would have had paper clips and binder clips. I would have had eraser tops. I would have had, man, just no telling what. All those little things that just get lost in your drawer.
Yeah. And Erica says I might make one for my daughter to put her makeup brushes and toiletries in.
Great
Yep.
idea.
Another idea. You know, yeah, the mascara, all the brushes,
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
you
what I was
don't.
saying. You
yeah,
could make the
everything.
cups smaller.
Yep,
Yeah,
make the
you
cup
can make them
smaller.
taller,
You
shorter, you know,
you don't
wider,
have
skinnier.
you don't have to have a handle.
No.
No, you do not have to handle. And I had hoped to have a different one, a different sample to show you, but it's not complete, so I won't. All right, so at this point, I and ahed. Do I need to do a second round or not? I wasn't sure. And I think I ended up doing a second round because I just wanted a little bit more green. So, yeah. I just sort of slip stitched to the first stitch, chain 1, and then I just kept going with a second round, which I think I cut out, I hope. Otherwise, this video gets very, very long. Now, because I hate sewing and I hate sewing in ends, I don't hate sewing in ends, but it gets a bit tedious. I did decide after, joining this, how can I put a green edge around all the rest of the baskets and join the sides without actually cutting yarn? How can I do it all in one piece? And I came up with a solution, which I'll show you now. So now what you're going to do is you're
Yes,
going to join.
Michael, a candy dish.
Yep. So there you can
Housekeeping.
see I've put stitch markers all around. And what I've done is I've counted, once again, the magical number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I put a stitch marker in. And that's to join all the sides of the cups to the next cup. And what I thought was the best way to start is to start at the stitch marker. Do slip stitches to the central cup. Then slip stitch to the top stitch of the cup. And then single crochet back. Single crochet all the way around the outside of the cup to the next stitch marker. And again, I'm doing slip stitches to the cup and coming back again. So I'm doubling back. But to keep the same height, what I'm doing is slip stitches from the stitch markers to the center and then single crochets to come back. Just to try, to help keep the same height. Which it did, I think, yeah. And we're going to go all the way around. So I just showing you, I think I just show one. But like I say, the full video will be released tomorrow. It's a little bit longer, but it's got me obviously talking. It's got a little bit more detail in case you need a bit more instruction. And I just, I always put, I don't know if anyone else does this. I always put, Bebe says, I wasn't a fan of the green, but it's looking pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, I was a bit unsure at first, but it's not turning out so bad. I would
No,
do
I think it looks
SC all around. Yeah, well, I thought if I did SC from the stitch marker to the center, then the height would be higher. like the height would be bigger than the center, and I thought that might look a bit odd. But yeah, you could do single crochet all the way around, DK. There's no reason why you couldn't. But yeah. So yeah.
Lace. Sorry.
Lacey's letting us know what she feels about the situation. She says, "No, I'm with Dinky. I don't want to do slip stitches. I want to do single crochet." But yeah, I mean, you could, you can even do double crochets if you wanted to here. Had I had a little bit more sort of time and thought about it a little bit more, you could almost do some leaf motifs and put them at the joins on the outside between the cups. Yeah, you could put motifs on the actual cups themselves, maybe, indicating what the use is for. Like if it's candy, you could, make little candies, wrapped candies, and a little wrapped candy motif, and stick that to one cup or all the cups. It's really up to you. And then, but you can see now how I don't have to cut the yarn because I'm just doubling back on these side bits. And that's just a matter of single crocheting.
Oh, dang, I forgot.
And I did toy with the idea of doing another round around just the curved edges with like a some lace work, like just doing a single crochet, chain 3, and a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, and then you would get a nice lacy edge as well. You could do that. And Erica says this would be cute for little succulent plants too. Yeah. If you've got a group of succulent plants, or even if you've got in your kitchen, if you're one of those people that you grow herbs in your kitchen, you could put, little pots for each of them and join them all together in the same way. All you need to know is the pot size and to go with that. I mean, Maureen really, kudos to her. Like I say, I was just thinking egg basket. Maureen then just like bombarded me, goes, "No, you've got to make it because you could do this and this." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, Maureen, your brain is functioning at a pace mine could never keep up with." I just loved it.
I just saw so many different applications.
She did. And she threw them at me, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I never thought of that." Joy's got another one. She says, "Wrap the handle with a vine look with little flowers." Brilliant.
There you go.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes. I mean, you could decorate it however you wanted. I mean, this is just, for me, that, the more I look at this, it's just looking more and more simple because, you could really go so many places with this. You could do it all in one color as well. You wouldn't have to change colors. You could do it one color if you wanted. Yeah.
But Sam, that's what's the beauty of this little pattern is that you may think it's simple, but many times simple is what gets our brains to going and seeing the possibilities of altering it,
Yes, Erica, this is it. And what we're doing next week also.
Stop reading the chat.
Well, y'all aren't reading it.
Well, I was going to get there. Maureen was talking. Erica asked, "Maureen, is this the thing you were saying would be a good to sell at fairs earlier?"
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
because like I said, this would make a great little teacher gift. It would be great. I think Michael was one of the ones that brought it up, but you could set it on your coffee table and have different little snacks of different types of individually wrapped candies. I told her immediately what I thought was that I could not use the handle, but I could make my cups taller and use it as a picnic caddy. And I could put my napkins in the middle, and I could have a place for my salt and pepper, my plasticware. And then my brain went to, also, if I made it a little taller again, it would hold my condiments, my mustard, my ketchup, my mayonnaise, just Worcestershire, anything like that that would be wonderful to have everything all together. And if you make it out of cotton, it's washable.
Yep, exactly. Now let's see. I saw Julie said pony beer holder. I presume that means small bottles of beer. Yeah, you could carry, I guess, a 6-pack around with you.
I think she was meaning the hair bands, right?
Ponytail.
Oh, okay.
Maybe little beers.
Okay. Well, you could, either.
Little beers.
And Erica says, I live in a very rural area and lots of people have chickens. Well, that's what was my main purpose here. It was like, it's Easter. Let's make something for the kids that they can go and collect the Easter eggs with. But let's have it also, I was thinking dual purpose in the sense that you could also, if you've got chickens, you can go down, collect the chickens, eggs, and they're not going to bang against each other all the way back to the house. So you're not going to end up with broken eggs and all the rest of it.
Especially if you made your cups a little bigger, that could hold 2 or 3 eggs at a time, or make them smaller where the eggs would stack up. Yeah.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
No, I'm finished.
Way earlier in the chat, I was asked about my shawl. It's not a blanket. It's a wrap, and it was made for me by All Handmade Connie. The yarn was purchased by Leslie of the Corn, and it was given to me on my birthday a couple years ago. So I hope that answers your question. I totally blanked on who asked.
We're sorry, we missed that.
I pulled that up on my iPad, so
okay,
I was able to see who had asked about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever that was, we're sorry we missed that.
Okay. They had asked about it, so yeah. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I think this was pretty amazing. There are so many
it almost never happened. If I hadn't have actually said to Jen in Zoom, and I said, "Oh, this is what stupid thing I'm making, but I'm not happy with it," and she's like, "No."
Yes.
And I was like,
and
really?
like I said, once you get to looking at it, your brain is going to start saying, "Oh, I can do this. I can do this," just by changing the height. And I even came up with another one where you could make them different heights. Someone said something about making it for their daughter to hold her makeup brushes. Yes, tall ones to hold the brushes. And
should I show the unfinished? Should I show the unfinished? All right.
I told her to do the different heights. I said 2, 4, and 6 inches. Well, she's done the different heights, but also added
a pin cushion. And you got, like obviously it's not finished. But yeah, all the different heights you can put, pencils, pens, scissors,
crochet hooks.
Yeah, the whole lot.
Everything.
And it's going to hold
a pin cushion. I love it.
Nice little pin cushion as well. So it's a great little caddy and no handle.
I love that.
So they're really that's unfinished, but yeah. There really
the only thing wrong with that is it's not at my house.
Well, maybe it'll get there.
Isn't that brilliant?
Erica, see?
I love
that's
it.
what she was thinking for her daughter. Yeah. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry loves it. Martha says,
I love
great project.
I can't wait
Martha.
for that pattern.
Yep.
Yeah. Lovely present. Brilliant. Yeah.
But
thank you, ladies. I'm so glad.
We have 5 minutes left. If you'd like to,
you're
well.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I am very, very slack. I didn't realize we had. All right. So, giveaway time for the blanket. This is everyone added.
If you entered to win her subscriber blanket, these are your names. And I am like super, super freaking stoked because I want my name called. I mean, seriously. So.
Oh, well, I don't know how we do. Oh, okay, we've got to do it on here. There we go. And here we go. Julie!
Oh my gosh. Julie.
And that's Julie.
Yay, Julie.
Oh, great. I'm so pleased with that. And she's here too, so that's great.
Yes.
Julie, I'll catch up with you in Zoom. You don't need to send me an email.
Congratulations, Julie.
I think I've already got your
Congratulations,
address
Julie.
anyway. Yeah, congratulations.
I'm super stoked for Jules. I am so excited and happy for Jules.
Yeah,
that
so
is
am I.
amazing.
That's great. So
That
yeah,
is
and thank you for
wonderful.
entering. I'd like to thank everybody who watched all the videos and entered. It was really fun to
That's
do.
marvelous.
Now, this is not the end.
No.
I have a knitted one. This is only to 1,000 subscribers. I did start 2 when I started my channel, and I was going to do 2 giveaways, one knitted and one crocheted. Unfortunately, the knitted one was too short to give away at 1,000 subscribers. So I'm taking that to 1,500 subscribers and hoping that it'd be more square and more blanket shaped and big enough for a blanket at 1,500 subscribers.
Right.
So keep an eye open for that. There will be another giveaway coming up when I get to 1,500. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So help her get to 1,500, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seriously.
So yeah. I mean, the sooner I get there, the sooner you can put your names in again, and the sooner we can. The sooner I can spin another wheel. That was fun. So yeah. All right, everybody. I think are we at that time of the day?
Well, Erica said she showed the basket to her daughter, and she's very excited.
Oh, brilliant.
I love it.
So
you
Erica,
have got to put these pictures in the face. Oh, we were both going to say the same thing, Maureen.
Yes, we were.
We want to see them. I really do want to see them.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes, Michael. Yeah, Michael got me Michael and Pam got me the last 30, or something like that I needed, because I was like nonchalantly going, oh yeah, I've got 25 to go. Michael's like, okay, Panda, do this, do that,
all right,
share a link. And I'm thinking, oh, I still won't get there, and then I did, and I actually cried. Not because it was more just relief. It's like, oh, I got my goal, and it's just it's a silly thing to cry over, but I was just so happy and relieved, and I thought it's great to reach a goal, and Michael just pushed me over the edge. So that was great.
I think we all do. I think we all cried when we reached 1,000.
Yeah,
it
was just
and then getting monetized, makes you cry. I cried when I reached 5,000. It's very emotional to reach those goals.
And Erica says, I will post pics when I'm done. Thank you, Erica.
Oh, thank you so much, Erica.
Trev says, I didn't win for me and having a cry. Never mind. 1,500. It won't be long, I'm sure.
You can post your works in progress pictures as well as your finished object pictures.
Yeah,
that's right.
And tell us what, and tell us what you're thinking of, doing it for. You might have a completely different idea than Maureen has sort of come up. I mean, because she's come up with most of the ideas. I mean, I came up with eggs, and I thought that was pretty amazing.
Thank you, Joy.
And now my cats can have the plastic eggs to play with.
Oh my goodness!
I'm testing me.
Leslie, each individual step that you make forward is a win.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Every little bit that you do is a win. So, and honestly, I compete against myself, and when I do 1% better, I am just so happy with myself, and that's all that matters to me. I don't compete against other people, just against myself.
Yeah,
and 1% better is all that matters. So I'm going to start us off with saying, don't forget to catch Maureen's live tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind to one another. Happy yarning. Throwing it to Maureen.
Thank you all, as always, for being here with us, and especially today. I do hope that this little project has just got your mind churning, because like I said, for me, when I saw it, man, my mind just blew up with all the possibilities. And be sure that when you do make it, that you share your pictures with all of us in the Facebook group. So until next time, please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light they're waiting to see. Yours is special, so be sure and let it shine.
Yeah. And just quickly to Michael, yeah, I'm glad that you are getting stuff done, and please don't feel pressure to do that. And I wish you, Michael, yeah, my heart goes out. Well, I know what you're going through. Well, I don't know what you're going through, but I, understand what you're going through, and I wish you all the best. And for me, I'm going to say for Maggie, who has been pouring at my eggs the whole time. And Joey, I think he's off playing with one of the eggs he managed to get out of the basket. I'm going to say yarn for all and all for yarn, and please do share your projects.
Ooh, and share out the live. We love you guys.
Yeah. Love you. Bye-bye. Thank you.